racing. And Soulcombe stood there again and missed it by about 3 lengths this time. Beginning well towards the inside was Magical Lagoon, with also Serpentine, and not too far away Absurd, and also Vauban. Out deeper on the track, Future History, and also Right You Are coming over, and also Vow and Declare is 4 and 5 deep, and at this point of the race is about 2 off the lead and trying to push up from Carla Poor. They were followed next in the field by In Between Horses True Marvel. Military Mission is next, and just ahead of it is Absurd, and also Vauban along the inside. Next is Gold Trip as they come down the straight with just over a lap to go. Next is Listochka, who's 4 deep around Shiraz and Without a Fight. They were followed by Ash Run, Break Up, Interpretation, Soulcombe. Towards the back, More Felons, and also Akita Sushi, and 2 further back is Virtuous Circle at the tail of the field. As they leave the running, the leader Serpentine by a length. In second, Future History. Third is Magical Lagoon, and Vow and Declare fourth, 1 off the fence. 2 lengths to Right You Are and Vauban, followed by Absurd. Carla Poor is 3 wide. Next along the inside is Gold Trip Listochka. In Between Horses, Military Mission, and Even Speed in the Cup from Alan Kerr. They were followed 1 off the fence by Deshaun Sweet Jr. True Marvel 3 wide. Well back Without a Fight, Ash Run, Shiraz. Next along the inside, Soulcombe, Break Up, Interpretation. Towards the back of the field, More Felons, Akita Sushi, and last of all, Virtuous Circle. 1,700 metres to go in the Lexus Melbourne Cup. Serpentine is the leader. From on the outside, Carla Poor, and Future History is third. A length and a half, Magical Lagoon, and also Vow and Declare, and they get away at this stage as they reach the 1,500 metres. They're 4 lengths in front of Right You Are and Vauban, saving every inch of ground. A length and a half, the stable made Absurd, and then came Gold Trip. A length away, Lescotra is 3 wide at this stage, and then came Military Mission. A length away in the field is True Marvel, and then came Alan Kerr, Deshaun Sweet Jr. Without a Fight, Shiraz, well back in the field, well back 2/3 down as Ash Run, Soulcombe and Break Up, and they were followed by More Felons as they string right out at the 1,000 metres. Akita Sushi is well back in the field as well, and towards the back, Interpretation and Virtuous Circle. So it's Serpentine running this along very solidly midway towards the 800 metres. It's a true staying test by 2 lengths to Carla Poor and Future History. Vow and Declare is nice and close, 3 or 4 off them. They were followed by Right You Are. Vauban's only about 4 or 5 off them. Absurd the outside. Gold Trip is tanking through, needs runs. Deshaun Sweet Jr.'s wedging through them, and Alan Kerr, plenty of hopes around the corner into the straight in the Lexus Melbourne Cup. And here's Vauban on the outside of Future History, and Vow and Declare between them. Absurd is also chiming in. 400 metres to go. It's Absurd moving up on the outside for Zach Purden. A length in front, but Without a Fight is running on right down the centre of the track. Without a Fight up to Absurd, Vow and Declare, and Shiraz the bolter. It's Without a Fight, 100 metres to go. 2 or 3 lengths in front, coming away from Shiraz, and also Soulcombe. Without a Fight, Mark Zara, a Melbourne Cup champion, wins it by 2 lengths. Second in the race was Soulcombe, third Shiraz. They were followed by a photo for fourth, Ash Run, Deshaun Sweet Jr. Then Interpretation. Next in the field, Vow and Declare from More Felons. Absurd ran a race, Break Up, Military Mission. Well back in the field then Akita Sushi in company with Future History, Listochka. Well back Alan Kerr with Carla Poor, Vauban. Then came Magical Lagoon, Serpentine. One of the last to complete the course was Gold Trip, and Virtuous Circle was the last, and being pulled up at the 200 metres, Right You Are.
Currently on the phone to his father, Anthony, whose plan was to watch the great race from a friend's winery on Mornington Peninsula. Sam, congratulations. You're a Melbourne Cup winning trainer. You're just the 12th trainer to train a horse to win a Caulfield Cup, Melbourne Cup double. You've just had a chat to your father, who's, of course, been attached to victory in this great race previously, but is watching on perhaps from his lucky spot on the Mornington Peninsula this afternoon. What was Dad's words?
That was actually Lee. Just don't want to put a cold on it, but he rang straight away just to say, well done. No, credit to the old man. He's been incredible through all of this. He went up to Queensland, looked after the horse, and you know, he won 2 up there, and straight away, you know, we set our sights on coming down here. You know, there's lots of little moments. I'm a lot younger, so I get a little bit worked up at times, and Dad's pretty cool, calm and collected, so he's just been the constant throughout. All the staff at home, Elise, who heads up our Pinecliff stable, Steve Adams, who's Flemington, Brad Taylor, all the team behind the scenes. It's a lot of work goes into this sort of result, and they all deserve it.
How pivotal was Queensland to setting up what we've seen in his amazing spring?
Oh, look, it was very important. I mean, he was pretty fierce up in Queensland. He was pretty aggressive, and you know, you saw that when he won over 9 furlongs. You know, backed it up with a Q22 romp, and you know, he ran a good race in the Underwood. But Queensland really set him up. He was fit and well, and I think with a horse like him, an older horse, we went to put him in the paddock for a week. He was running the fence, so he came straight back in after a couple of days. He just loves his work. This horse genuinely loves his work. He pins his ears back every time you work him. Just a good, genuine galloper, and yeah, massive thrill.
How much work was required going back 12 months once you took over training after he'd run 13th in the race last year for Simon and Ed Crisford? Was there a bit of work to get him to fully acclimatise to the Australian conditions?
Oh, no, look, the horse arrived in really good condition. You know, he ran in the Melbourne Cup, and the wet ground really cost him there. You know, he runs the trip strongly, but he travelled on the 400 last year and just didn't get through the ground. Ed was really good at filling me in about what the horse was like. Unfortunately, we had to miss the Zipping Classic after the Cup last year. But yeah, look, he's right back, and might go meet the horse. It was brilliant.
Yeah, go meet him in the gates. Well done.
Cheers.